Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss something about abstract noun. So let's start our learning about abstract noun. First of all, I will give you idea of the definition of abstract noun. Students usually find that difficult to learn the definition of abstract noun. So I'm giving you idea of learning the definition of abstract noun here. If you just see the name abstract noun, three things you can remember easily just by the name abstract, right? And these three things are essential to add in the definition. So AB mean abilities. Abstract nouns are name of the abilities. Remember this thing, right? Abilities. If we are brave, the ability of being brave would be bravery. If we are wise, ability would be wisdom. If we are strong, ability would be strength. Right? If we are beautiful, the name of ability would be beauty. So, name of abilities. Then, ST you can say, ST means states. In our life, we have different states, right? For example, when we are very young baby or we are infant, that period is called infancy. Then when we are boy or girl, then that period is our boyhood or childhood, you can say. Then manhood, and like that we have different states. Then act mean action, name of action. Action verb you have learned a lot. So whenever we add ing with an action verb, then easily we can create abstract noun. So keep this thing in your mind and easily you can give the definition of abstract noun. Now you can give the definition of abstract noun, that abstract nouns are name of the abilities, states, action and ideas. You will add here that too. Two more point I'm giving you that will be helpful in finding out what are abstract noun. So keep the thing in your mind that we cannot touch them, right? Abstract noun cannot be touched or seen. We cannot see them, we cannot touch them, right? Because they don't have physical appearance. So we can see an intelligent boy, but we cannot see his intelligence. We can see a brave boy, but we cannot see his bravery, right? So we cannot see, we cannot touch abstract noun. Second, because we cannot see them, we cannot touch them, that's why we cannot create or make a picture in mind, or we cannot draw the picture of abstract noun on a piece of paper, right? For example, if I say to you, draw the picture of a brave boy, you can draw the picture of a brave boy. But if I say to you that draw the picture of bravery, what is bravery? You haven't seen that ever. That's why we cannot draw the picture of bravery. Remember that thing, right? So these are important thing about abstract noun. Now here we will learn some rules of formation of abstract noun. Easily we can form abstract noun. So what is the rule for forming abstract noun? Abstract noun can be formed by adding a suffix to a verb, adjective or a common noun. Suffix mean ending, right? When we add some specific words or letters, not word, letters, with a verb, adjective or a common noun, then we can form abstract noun. Now we will see here what are those suffixes that we add to create abstract nouns. So suffixes or ending list I'm giving you here. First one, ing, very common. Whenever you add ing with an action verb, easily you can form abstract noun. For example, laugh, laughing, write, writing, read, reading, cook, cooking, like that. With the verb, when you will add ing, you can create one abstract noun. Next one, ISM, ism. For example, heroism, patriotism, like that. Then TH, truth, for example, strength. Then dumb, kingdom, wisdom. Then hood, brotherhood, childhood. CY, agency, captaincy, and more word you have here. Ship, friendship, ownership, relationship. Then simple Y you have CY, Y. These are a bit equal, right? But we not always have CY. So ability, nationality, like that. Then URE, pleasure, exposure, like that. CE, sometime ENCE, sometime ANCE, but CE ending, importance, confidence, obedience, like that. So that could be ended on ENC or ANC, right? Then age, for example, knowledge, leakage, shortage, and more word you have. Then ness, happiness, cleanliness, and further you will find shun, addition. In mathematics we have subtraction, multiplication. Then vacation. Then ends. Above I have given you example of that. This is equal to CE. Then meant, movement. Then government, more you will find. Then shun, for example, division, right? Or admission, and further you will find yourself. So if you keep this ending in your mind, easily you can find abstract noun in one chapter, right? So these are specific suffixes. Maybe there are more, but for your convenience I have given here. Now we'll continue that. Formation of abstract noun, again we see here. I am giving you one list here, and some you can find yourself what would be abstract noun. According to the definition I have given you, that we can easily form abstract noun from a verb, from adjective, and from common noun, just by adding one suffix ending, right? So some you can find yourself easily. Further you will read them. How many you can find yourself? Let guess first, then I will give you answer for these. Right, just take a look, and now I'm giving you answer here. These are all abstract noun here, right? And your further practice, I'm giving you more words. These are verbs, adjectives, and common nouns, and these are abstract noun. So you can learn them, you can keep them in your mind, and then easily you can work on them. Now here we will see the function of abstract noun. What are the functions of abstract noun? Functions mean what job abstract noun perform in a sentence. Keep one thing in your mind, that nouns are always work as subject or object of a sentence, right? Either we always start a sentence with abstract noun or any type of noun, or we have after verb as object of a sentence. These two jobs, abstract noun or any type of noun, performs in a sentence. Examples I am giving you here. Sentence is written in front of you. We all love honesty. Now, what is abstract noun in this sentence? By the suffix, by the ending you can identify, or by the function you can identify. According to the function, either you will find in starting of the sentence as subject, or in end of the subject as in end of the sentence as object, or by the suffixes ending you can find y, honesty, or honesty is a name of a quality. When you are honest, what is the name of your that quality that you are honest? Honesty. So honesty is abstract noun here. Next sentence I'm giving you here, the elephant has great strength. Now I have given you idea that we cannot create a picture of abstract noun in our mind. When I read the sentence elephant, this is also starting of the sentence, and we all know elephant is noun, but because we have a picture of elephant in our mind, it's mean this is not abstract noun. But another word we have here that is showing the quality, or by the suffix you can identify th, strength. This is abstract noun, and you can will not be able to draw the picture, or you will not be able to create a picture in your mind of strength. Then what is abstract noun in this sentence? The soldiers were rewarded for their bravery. Why? RY, bravery. Bravery is the name of the quality of being brave. Then wisdom is better than strength. How many abstract noun you have in this sentence? Wisdom, dumb, D-O-M, dumb. Ending, suffix, so wisdom is name of quality of being wise. And strength, in second sentence we have this word, I believe in his innocence. CE is end. ENCE, innocence, is name of quality of being innocent. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanliness and godliness, both are abstract noun. By the ending I identify here. Laughter is a good medicine. Laughter, this is abstract noun here. So today I hope you have learned something about abstract noun. At least something you have learned. Inshallah ta'ala, we will continue our learning, and you must enjoy these all things. For your further practice, you can click the link which I have given in the description column. So for the next session, until the next session, Allah Hafiz.